Welcome to St. Mary's Gymnasium here in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario for senior basketball action between the Superior Heights Steelhawks and the St. Mary's Knights. I'm Tony Bonifero, joined on screen or on the microphone with you here today by Jay Houselander, Shaw Houselander in studio, and Chris Carr in a chair as St. Mary's looks to continue their hot start here this season. Jay, nice to have you on the mic here. What are your expectations for this game, as you've seen these two teams play quite a bit this season as well?
One thing about Superior Heights, Barkley's sitting on the bench not dressed. I think that's a big, takes a hit for their roster.
That's actually a great point. I didn't even notice that. I hope it's nothing serious, as he is easily one of their best players.
But he's got a mask on too, so.
Yeah, so Gabe Barkley out of the lineup here for Superior Heights, and they have a relatively small bench as well, as they only have 4 players on the bench. Not sure what the holdup is here, but
St. Mary's has 7 on the bench.
St. Mary's now on the inbound. Ocampo kicks it out to Malcolm. Malcolm's three is just a little bit long. Big rebound there by Tranberg. Tranberg puts it up to Greco. Greco back to Tranberg. Tranberg over to Shuttleworth. Shuttleworth. Oh, it goes off of Mary's leg over to Greco. Greco with a nice move out to Shuttleworth. Shuttleworth pulls up the three, and he drains it. Superior Heights with the early 3-0 lead. Here's Malcolm with Shuttleworth all over him. Malcolm puts it over to Ocampo. Ocampo uses Reese Martin over to Carter. Carter back to Malcolm. Malcolm looks. Malcolm tries to work the screen and roll, but terrific play there by Raines. Oh, and they just unable to connect. But Grant Raines with a nice defensive play there for Superior Heights. Here's Malcolm. Malcolm with a really strong performance last Wednesday against White Pines, getting rewarded with the start here today again. And nice defensive play by Greco into the hands of Tranberg, back to Shuttleworth. Shuttleworth puts it up to Greco. Greco looks. Greco uses Tranberg, back to Tranberg. He looks to make something happen. He finds Shuttleworth. Shuttleworth looks. Nice movement here by Superior Heights. He puts it back to Justin Shuttleworth. And there's a turnover. Reese Martin now has it. Reese Martin makes a move. Reese tries the reverse, unable to connect, and it's going to go off of Carter, and it'll be Superior Heights basketball with 5:38 to play here in the first quarter. Tranberg crosses it over to Shuttleworth, Justin Shuttleworth. Over to Jacob. Back to Tranberg. Tranberg pulls up the three! Tristan Tranberg extends the lead.
And that's something talking about Tranberg. We had Liam Dubois in the first junior game, a goaltender for St. Mary's. Now we have Tranberg, a goalie for Superior Heights hockey team.
Yeah, and you mentioned Grant Raines out of the lineup. It looks like
Gabe Barkley.
Gabe Barkley out of the lineup. Looks like Jaden Trudeau's in street clothes here as well. So, Jaden Trudeau, one of the better players, obviously, on this St. Mary's team.
Nate Carter, too.
You're right. Nate Carter is out of the lineup as well. So,
they were in Hamilton last weekend, and there were some things that went on, and I don't know what came out of that. So I know that's why Carter's not dressed.
Okay, I see. So, anyway, that that explains that a little bit. But again, regardless, if you're Superior Heights, I mean, you have to be absolutely thrilled with this start. Ryan, we talked about this, Jay. If they're going to stay in this game, they need to hit shots, right? They need to make threes, and they've done that early on. Malcolm has it for Marys. Malcolm kicks it over to Ocampo. Ocampo over to Carter. Carter back to Malcolm. Malcolm makes a move. Malcolm over to Reese. Reese makes a move. And there's Derboka. McInnes, Over to Malcolm. Malcolm back to Martin. Martin tries to make a move, and Martin's shot's just off. What an effort by Carter. And it's back to McInnes. And McInnes' shot's just left. And here comes Superior Heights. And Shuttleworth with another three. That's a little long. Carter has it. Carter over to Reese. Reese with a nice take inside, and Reese Martin goes to the line with the and one.
And that's the first 2 points for St. Mary's tonight.
Yeah, Camera, I believe, or is that? I believe that's Kamara as well, who's not dressed for St. Mary's. So that's, that's three vital pieces, and you're missing three pieces of the puzzle here. That's tough. So, especially against a Superior Heights team who's battled hard all season long and has been constantly improving all year. Reese Martin looking to cut the lead to a single possession. Little long. Nice rebound there by McInnes. He puts it back to Martin. Martin looks to drive, and Shuttleworth got him on the arm. And Reese Martin is going to go to the line for two more. Reese Martin, a terrific football player as well.
You guys gave him Player of the Week a couple weeks ago, too.
Yeah, he's not too bad at basketball either. So I coached his brother in basketball years ago. And
now you're talking your age, Tony.
I know. And I'll tell you, not many people worked harder than Zach. That kid was an absolute animal. And yeah, he would go through a wall for you, that's for sure. Tranberg with another three, and that gets a bad bounce. St. Mary's will inbound the ball here with 4:19 to play, down by 3. Malcolm with it. Malcolm over to McInnes. McInnes up to Malcolm. Malcolm back to McInnes, into the corner to Carter. Carter with it. Carter with a beautiful move on the baseline, and Carter with an and one.
How do you stop a size like that?
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's a heck of a job there. Gee. Sorry. We apologize to our viewers at home. You can send all noise complaints to Jay Houselander at Saultsports. And Grant Rain's shot just misses. And this is what we've seen from this team all year round. Kirby Ocampo, if there's a miss, St. Mary's runs the floor. And their transition game is impeccable, and it's what has them undefeated so far this year. Another good look there by Superior. Nice play by Reese. Reese again to Ocampo. Runs the floor, and Ocampo's going to go to the line for 2.
If the St. Mary's gets a turnover, it's straight to Ocampo.
Yeah, and that's what it is, right? That's what St. Mary's does. They always leak a guy or two every single time. And if you're not paying attention, that's going to, that's going to kill you. That's, they score, 15 to 20 fast break points a game, it feels like. Last game alone, Ocampo had 8 fast break points in the first half. It was just unbelievable what they did. And he drains both free throws. Shuttleworth now with Malcolm all over him. He kicks it up. Now Tranberg has it. Tranberg back to Shuttleworth. Back to Tranberg. Back to Shuttleworth. Shuttleworth with a nice take inside. He kicks it out to Rains. Rains. Oh, and he tries to get it to Greco, but Ocampo with the steal. Ocampo kicks it out to Martin. Martin pulls it back, and the three's a little long. Good board there by Tranberg. Tranberg now looks to counter. Tranberg over to Rains. Rains with a nice move inside, and Grant Rains. That is what you need to do, because you are not going to get close to that net with Nick Carter there. But if you can drain, that 6-7 foot jump shot, that's going to be a huge weapon for Superior Heights here today. As Carter gives it to McInnes. McInnes is three, just short. Shuttleworth tries to get it to Greco, but Ocampo, what a move there by Kirby Ocampo.
6 of the 12 St. Mary's points already.
Greco over to Tranberg. Tranberg back to Greco, over to Shuttleworth. Shuttleworth looks, tries to find his brother inside, but he just throws it back to Greco. Tranberg finds it inside to Rains. Rains tries to get inside, but unable to do so. That's a difficult job against this St. Mary's team. And Reese Martin with the highlight reel play that doesn't go down. And here comes Shuttleworth. Shuttleworth, as you can see, he didn't really know what to do there, as Nick Carter was right in the way.
When you look up and Carter's standing right there.
It's a scary sight.
Even for you and me.
Yeah. McKay and Ruscio come into the game for McInnes and Malcolm. It'll be Superior Heights ball on the inbound. Shuttleworth gets it back to Tranberg. Tranberg out to Greco, back to Shuttleworth. Shuttleworth inside to Shillingsford. And I guess that was a shot clock violation.
Again, so hard to tell when you're only working with one shot clock, right?
Yeah, that's terrible. I mean, listen, we all understand technology. You just have to feel bad for Superior Heights there, as they had no idea. Here comes Ruscio. Over to McKay now. Samson McKay. Back to Martin. Martin to Ruscio. Ruscio over to Ocampo. Ocampo uses Carter. Ocampo with a nice tail. Oh, what a pass. And Ruscio with the finish with the right. What a finish. There's Greco. Greco over to Shuttleworth. Shuttleworth back to Greco. Greco to Tranberg. Tranberg to Greco. Or sorry, to Shuttleworth.
Shuttleworth a little frustrated there.
I think Shuttleworth knows he should have went to the ball and not waited for the ball. And he looked at his guy and said, "My bad." That's what a good leader does. 57 seconds to play. Ruscio with the three. And Martin pokes the ball away. And now Tranberg with the steal. Tranberg looking to push the pace, gives it to Shuttleworth. Shuttleworth with some room inside. Oh, and Shuttleworth with some nifty handwork there. Kicks it to Greco. Greco back to Tranberg. Tranberg to Shuttleworth. Shuttleworth's three. Didn't miss by much. Nice board by Carter over to Ruscio. Ruscio to Martin into the corner. Ocampo! Oh my goodness. That again, we saw that 3 times in the junior game. Ball halfway down and comes out, and we're gonna have a foul on the floor by Reese Martin with 11.3 seconds to play. St. Mary's with a 14-8 lead. Jacob Shuttleworth on the inbound. Jacob looks, finds Greco. Over to Justin Shuttleworth. They look inside to Shillingford. Nice pass to Greco. Or sorry, to Tranberg. Tranberg now to Greco. Greco with the shot. And that one was halfway down. Oh my goodness. It's like there's a, you're right. What did you say last game, Jay? There's
some type of cap or saran wrap or something on there.
That's right. There's a cap around the net. Unbelievable performance here by both teams actually early on. Not exactly getting the bounces, that's for sure. And we'd just like to take a second to thank a few of our sponsors. We'd like to thank Maximus Rose. No broker is the same. They've earned their stripes by doing things differently, specializing in benefits and pension plans. Visit maximusrose.com today for more information. That's MAXIMUSROSE.com. We'd also like to thank Thomas Hardwood Floor Refinishing. They do custom install, restore, and sander refinishing. Darren Thompson does a heck of a job, and you can see all of his restorations on Facebook. And Darren's a great guy, and he'll definitely take care of all your needs. So please visit him on his Facebook site. Jay, that was an exciting, entertaining first quarter of play. Just what were your thoughts?
Oh, 14 points for the Knights, with Ocampo getting 6 of them. And then on Superior side, we had Tranberg and Shuttleworth both getting 3 each. Two 3-pointer each out of the 8. So,
yeah, definitely a good game. Superior Heights was off to a beautiful start, exactly what they needed to do. But then the Nick Carter effect came into play. And I'm telling you, man, what he does defensively, I know there's some great players in this senior division, but, you know, he would be up there as one of my nominees for MVP of the league so far this year. His presence defensively is unbelievable. It's game-changing. It really is.
Not a lot of points on the board, but it's the defense, right?
That's right. Shuttleworth now. Shuttleworth has it. Up top. Shuttleworth over to Greco. Greco inside the Shuttleworth. Shuttleworth from the elbow. And guess who gets the rebound? Out to Ocampo, over to Ruscio. Ruscio with the pull-up. Little strong. Greco with the board. Greco looks. Greco over to Shuttleworth. Shuttleworth back to Tranberg. Tranberg back to Greco. Greco to Tranberg. Tranberg to Jacob Shuttleworth. Back to Tranberg. Sorry, Greco. Now Tranberg has it. Tranberg back to Greco. Greco with a nice take. Back to Shuttleworth. And Shuttleworth with the long 3. Doesn't go. Shuttleworth with a beautiful rebound and the putback. Nice job there by Justin Shuttleworth. And that was an outstanding possession by the Superior Heights Steelhawks. McKay has it. McKay looks to direct traffic, puts it over to Ocampo. Ocampo back up top to Ruscio. Now to Carter. Carter to McKay. And McKay drains the 3. That's a big shot there by St. Mary's. Shuttleworth looks to go inside. And Shuttleworth can't get the roll. Gets his own rebound. What an effort by Justin Shuttleworth. And he's going to go to the line for 2. Nice work there. Sorry, by Justin Shuttleworth.
And when you're going into the key and you see Carter and Martin there, you got to figure a way to get through that, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what we were talking about, right? In the first quarter, Superior Heights was doing a terrific job of those pull-up jump shots, right, from just inside the key. And they kind of got away from it in this half. And all they need to do is keep draining a few of those, force Carter to step up a little bit further. Then you have those back cuts all day long, right? So, you know, look for Superior Heights to make a couple adjustments like that if they can drain those shots. Shuttleworth, 1 for 1 from the line. And Shuttleworth drains the second. Here's McKay. McKay looks. McKay looks to set up the offense, puts it over to Martin. Reese Martin has it. Reese with a nice cut inside and nice pass, and they're going to call an offensive foul. Nice job by Grant Rains to draw the foul.
Yeah, but were his feet still moving, though?
Tough to see from up here. I'll be honest with you, I didn't see. So if you saw that, that's a good look.
I don't think his feet were totally planted yet, but we're up here. They're down there calling it, right?
And there's a timeout call with 6:09 to play in the second quarter. The St. Mary's Knights with a 17-12 lead over the Superior Heights Steelhawks. Superior Heights has the ball here as well, so big opportunity for them.
Well, Tony, tomorrow at 10:30, we're doing our first show around the North Sports Talk. What topics are you looking to, you're excited about talking about?
Well, obviously, I mean, if we're going to be talking local sports, I'm excited to kind of talk about the article that was written about the football program at Cora Collegiate and some accusations. And I have some thoughts I'd like to share about that as well. So we'll be talking about that tomorrow for sure. I know we wanted to talk about the Sioux Greyhounds and how they've been doing recently. An up and down record, and looking forward to talking about that. And also looking forward to, just last thing, talk about the controversial shoe rule that is employed, Shoegate in Sault Ste. Marie.
NASA Shoegate.
That's right. And if you don't know what we're talking about, please tune in tomorrow, and that's a little teaser for you, and you can kind of hear about that controversy, what's going on there.
It'll be at 10:30 on Northern Sports Radio. The link will be on Saultsports.com tonight that you can just click on. It'll take you right over to our first show.
So the Superior Heights Steelhawks will be inbounding. Here's Tranberg. Greco. I keep getting them confused. My apologies. Shuttleworth now has it inside to Rains. Rains looks. Rains back to Shuttleworth. And Shuttleworth, again, that one looked like it was halfway down. And there's the transition game of the St. Mary's Knights. What a pass by Carter, and what a finish by McKay. Justin Shuttleworth with it. Justin with a nice pull-up there, unable to get that to fall, and the rebound taken by Oprisco. Here's Ruscio now. Ruscio over to McKay. McKay uses Carter. Oh, nice screen and roll there. What a move by Nick Carter.
We talked about him on defense. He's already got 4 points tonight.
Yeah. Here's Greco. Greco over to Tranberg. Tranberg to Rains, I believe. Yeah, Rains with a nice take. Couldn't get that to fall. Great effort there by McKay. Now Ruscio. Ruscio takes it. He crosses half. Ruscio with a take inside. And what a finish there by Marcus Ruscio. There's Tranberg. Back to Greco. Greco. Over to Tranberg. Tranberg with a beautiful move. Over to Shuttleworth. And Shuttleworth can't get the roll. And it's going to be St. Mary's basketball. Yeah, Justin's missed his last couple shots from there, and that's not like him from, that's his spot. And he drained his first one.
We got Newberry coming in for Greco. For Superior Heights.
Nari in for the Knights. Reese Martin went to the change room. Let's hope that's nothing serious. Carter over to Ruscio. Ruscio. Oh, what a move that was. If that would have went down, that bench would have been going nuts. And Reese Martin's back, so maybe he just needed a drink. What a take inside by McKay. Shillingsford with a terrific effort. And here's Grant Rains. Grant Rains puts it up to Newberry. Newberry over to Tranberg, back to Shuttleworth. Justin Shuttleworth just off. Now Ruscio has it with 3:52 to play. Ruscio looks to make something happen. He puts it into the corner to Oprisco, back to Ruscio, inside to Carter. And Carter gets it stripped there. What a play by Newberry.
He wasn't expecting that.
No, Newberry now gives it off to Tranberg. Tranberg back to Newberry, back to Shuttleworth. Justin Shuttleworth looks to make a play, and Justin Shuttleworth with a nice move, and he's going to go to the line for two, I believe, with 3:24 to play. And we got a timeout call here with 3:24 to play in the second quarter, with the St. Mary's Knights holding on to a 23-12 lead. Sault Sports would just like to thank Domino's Pizza of Sault Ste. Marie and Team Essentials as they have teamed up again with Sault Sports to honor the high school's top player of the game when Sault Sports TV broadcasts the game. The player of the game will be selected by the Sault Sports staff, and the winner will receive a free medium pizza courtesy of Domino's and a Team Essentials Player of the Game t-shirt. So we'd just like to thank them for their continued support of high school athletics here in Sault Ste. Marie.
And as a cameraman, Chris Carr does not qualify for that.
Thank goodness. If you're interested in sponsoring with Sault Sports, please contact Jay Houselander at saultsports.com. And Jay has a variety of sponsorship packages available for you. Obviously, it takes a lot of work to bring these games to you guys, and we really appreciate the support that we get from the community. But again, we want to bring more sports to you. We want to cover more, be able to cover more. And in order to do so, we do need to pay some bills. So please get a hold of Jay to just help us and help bring high school sports to you. As Justin Shuttleworth goes to the line here for one, and he drains it, and he'll go for one more, I guess, as he shoots two. Usually if you get fouled, you shoot 2 free throws.
He's 3 for 3 from the line.
Yeah, Shuttleworth's perfect today.
And we spoke too soon.
The old announcer's curse. However.
Right name, though.
Yeah. However, they are calling it Superior Heights basketball, so opportunity here to counter. Max Shillingsford, the grade 10 athlete, on the inbound, gets it into Tranberg. Tranberg into Shuttleworth. And Shuttleworth gets stripped there by Ruscio. Ruscio with a good hard take, and he goes to the line for one. Marcus Ruscio has come to play tonight. Nice finish there again by Ruscio. What a rebound by Oprisco. And Oprisco with the finish. Here comes Shuttleworth. Justin. Love his aggression, man. He does not give up. He does not quit. Really enjoy the way he plays. And Nari is coming out of the game as Ocampo is back in. Newberry here for the Knights, over to Justin Shuttleworth. Justin's three again, halfway down and rolls out. Shuttleworth with a nice take inside there. Oprisco grabs the board. Ruscio has it. Ruscio to Oprisco. Oprisco, no good, but Carter with the board. What an effort. And Grant Rains somehow comes down with that. Tranberg has it. Tranberg with the pull-up three. And that's no good. Here comes Ruscio. Ruscio to Ocampo. Back to Ruscio. Ruscio doesn't get the bounce, and that's going to be a foul on Oprisco on the over the back. And the Superior Heights Steelhawks will be shooting free throws now every time they get fouled.
Oh, he more or less tugged him on that one.
So, Jay, I know we talked a little bit about it in the junior game. Do you want to talk about some upcoming events that Sault Sports has coming?
Yeah, March 6th, the 7th, we're going to be broadcasting the 2003 Nassau Hockey AA and AAA here in Sault Ste. Marie. And then we've been given the rights to stream the 2023 U15 OHF Provincial Hockey Championships here in Sault Ste. Marie. And that's 25 games that we'll be streaming in April.
Yeah, that's super exciting. I'm really excited for that opportunity. You know, usually when the Sioux puts on these massive hockey tournaments, it's world class. And, you know, it's fun getting to watch these kids who are, you know, next year draft eligible and kind of getting to see them this year. It's a pretty lucky thing. So we're very fortunate to be able to bring those games to you, and definitely look forward to it. As Justin Shuttleworth here kicks it out to Newberry. Newberry with a nice pass to Tranberg, back to Rains. And Rains just gets crushed there by McKay. I'll tell you this, that looked bad, and it was bad, but Grant Rains is one of the toughest kids I know. So
multi-sport athlete.
Yeah, Grant Rains. I had the pleasure of actually coaching Grant in Sioux Minor football. I believe it was his first year playing football, and Grant was an absolute stud receiver for us. Made a lot of beautiful plays, and Drew Viotto was actually our quarterback that year. And
Minnesota now,
yeah,
right?
And Drew's at Drew just signed with the University of Minnesota, and he's actually a full-time student there now. And Grant Rains and him were almost unstoppable in Sioux Minor football. So, and also comes from an absolutely outstanding family. So, nice to see Grant doing well out here.
And then going back to the auto, we'll talk at half about.
Yep. Here comes the Knights now. As Grant went 2 for 2 from the line. And what a pass inside. Here's Ocampo. Nice take, but again, Grant Rains with the rebound. Rains looks, he finds Newberry. Newberry tried to get it back to Rains, just out of his reach. Here comes Ocampo. And Ocampo gets it to fall with 1:24 to go. Here comes Jacob Shuttleworth. Jacob has it. He finds Nero, back to Rains. Rains gets stripped by Oprisco, and here's Ocampo. This is what he does. Missed that one. Nero now has it for Superior. Nero with a great pass over to Newberry, back to Jacob Shuttleworth, and Shuttleworth with the 3. Ruscio over to Ocampo. Inside to Oprisco. Oprisco with the shot. Matty Malcolm with the rebound, and the shot's off. Nero grabs the board. Nero puts it up to Newberry. 39 seconds to go. Jacob Shuttleworth with it at the top of the key. Shuttleworth to Rains. Rains with a nice move. And what a step by Rains, and he's going to go to the line for another 2.
I think Nick Carter's getting a little frustrated.
Yeah, he's doing a good job down there, but he can only do so much. And Grant Rains, who's 2 for 2 so far on the night, with an opportunity to actually cut this lead to single digits before the half. Newberry coming out. James Newberry, I was extremely impressed with his performance today. James is the grade 11 athlete, and he came in here and made a couple nice steals and played really strong, and overall just a nice job out there. Probably his best performance so far this season. Rains 0 for 1 on this trip. And Rains drains the second. Ruscio has it with 25 seconds to play, over to Malcolm. Malcolm has the ball up top. Malcolm over to Carter. Carter down here to Ruscio. Ruscio uses the Carter screen. And what a job there by Greco to get in front of Carter. And nice hands by Ruscio. Man, that was just good basketball there. 3, 2, Greco at the buzzer, and almost. My goodness, back and forth action, Jay. What a half that was, as the St. Mary's Knights are holding on to a 10-point lead, 29-19 over Superior Heights. We'll be back in about 10 minutes' time from Sault Ste. Marie, St. Mary's College. I'm Tony Bonifero, joined alongside Jay Houselander, Shaw Houselander in studio, and Chris Carr on a chair. We'll be back for second half action in 10 minutes. Welcome back to St. Mary's Gymnasium here in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. I'm Tony Bonifero, joined alongside Jay Houselander, Shaw Houselander in studio, and Chris Carr on a chair. St. Mary's is holding on to a 29-19 lead here as the second half's about to begin. Jay, you want to give us some high scores so far?
Yeah, for Superior Heights, Jacob Shuttleworth has 8, and Grant Rains has 5, 13 of the 19. And for St. Mary's, we have Ocampo with 12 and Ruscio with 6.
Yeah, the one thing, you know, I'll talk about it here in the next stoppage, but Malcolm now has it, puts it over to Martin. Martin with a nice take inside, and Reese Martin puts that home. Here's Greco now. Greco kicks it over to Shuttleworth. Shuttleworth back to Greco. Greco to Shuttleworth. Shuttleworth with the long three, and Carter with the board. And Carter with another beautiful pass to Ocampo. And he goes up, and he's unable to connect with that, and it'll be Superior Heights going back down the floor. Now that play again, you know, not only has Nick Carter been a beast defensively, but he keeps grabbing those rebounds, those defensive rebounds, and then throwing perfect outlet passes all the way down the floor. You know, he probably has 5 assists already today as well. So nice job so far by him. And Jacob Shuttleworth with a beautiful rebound and finish. Here comes McInnes. McInnes up to Ocampo, back to Carter. Carter to Martin. Reese Martin has it. Reese Martin with the pull-up. And Tranberg does a great job of hustling down that rebound. Tristan Tranberg tries to make the pass to Rains, but it's a little out of his reach. Malcolm now to inbound the ball to McInnes, and McInnes gives it right back to him. Here's Malcolm, back to McInnes. Nice defense there by Jacob Shuttleworth. Back to Martin now, over to Malcolm. Malcolm with the pull-up three, and doesn't get the bounce, but Reese Martin was the lone knight in a forest full of Seahawks, and he somehow grabbed that rebound and put it home. And nice hands there by Matt Malcolm. And now Carter back to Malcolm. Malcolm up to Ocampo. Jay, I feel like St. Mary's is on the brink of potentially pulling away here. Superior Heights needs to counter this.
Yeah, some points in the next couple minutes, that's for sure.
Tranberg has it. Tranberg puts it inside to Shuttleworth, outside to Rains. Rains to Greco, back to Tranberg. Tranberg back to Rains. Rains looks to make something happen. He gives it to Tranberg. Tranberg has it. Tranberg back to Shuttleworth. Shuttleworth back to Rains. Nice pass to Greco. 2-1. Greco shots off the mark, and that's a shot clock violation, but it doesn't matter because St. Mary's has it. Reese Martin with 5:30 to play, over to Malcolm in the third quarter. To McInnes. McInnes, the three is good. Caden McInnes.
His first points of the game.
Extends it again. Now Jacob Shuttleworth tries to go inside against Carter, and that never will go over well. And Malcolm now has it. Back to Martin. Martin looks. Martin swings it to McInnes. Back to Ocampo, inside to Carter. And Carter, nice defense there by Grant Rains. That's not an easy task. And that was perfect defense. Justin Shuttleworth has it. Justin Shuttleworth gets stripped from behind by Ocampo. Ocampo with the backwards pass, behind the back pass, to Malcolm for the finish. Tranberg to Rains. Rains back to Tranberg, out to Shuttleworth. And that's off the front of the rim. McInnes has it. McInnes tries to take it inside. Matt Malcolm off the back rim. Shuttleworth gets it poked away by Carter. Carter back to McInnes. McInnes from way downtown. A little long. And Carter's in there just grinding away. Justin Shuttleworth Out to Jacob Shuttleworth. His shot's off the mark. Long pass to Ocampo. Ocampo. Man, over to Martin. Martin tries to take it inside. Rains with it now. The pace here is just incredible as Rains turns it over. Ocampo has all day, and he puts home 2 more.
Gives him 14.
What pace to this third quarter by these 2 teams. Shuttleworth has it. Back to Greco. Greco to Tranberg. Tranberg to Shuttleworth. Shuttleworth turns it over to Malcolm. Ocampo goes up. Malcolm with the board. And Malcolm puts home 2 more. Little surprised Superior Heights isn't taking a timeout, Jay.
Exactly.
You're just hanging your kids out to dry here.
Just frustration,
again.
right?
Oh, you got to call a timeout here. You got to give your kids a break or give your kids a chance. Even, good for Greco. I don't know if I didn't see.
I don't know if Coach Shackleton called one or not.
But Greco looked over and called a timeout to the official, and that's a smart play by Tyler Greco. He knew that they kind of needed a refresh here, and they're sucking wind and they're tired. Again, they don't have the depth that St. Mary's has, but with 2:42 to play, the St. Mary's Knights, man, they extended the lead to 44-21.
15 points.
Yeah, in this half, in the third quarter.
Where Superior Heights has only got 2 so far this quarter.
Yeah, you almost kind of feel bad. It's one of those things, though. I think one of the differences I've seen is, St. Mary's bench, they're up jumping around, they're cheering. They're into this game after a big bucket. There's a play. I think back to the 6-0 lead that Superior Heights had, and Superior Heights drained 2 threes and jumped out to I think they had a 6-3 lead or a 6-0 lead at one point, and there was really no excitement, right, after both threes. The players were just like, okay, good for us, we hit that, let's keep playing. And I think, you need to play with a little bit of emotion, or you need to have a little bit of that kind of drive or leadership, and just looking for someone on this Superior Heights team to kind of step up and show that leadership and show that enthusiasm.
And that's something, with Barkley out of the game, usually he has an emotion, right?
That's a great point, actually, Jay. That's, Barkley is that guy, right? He is that guy for this team. So when he's out of the lineup, you got to find someone else to step up and do it. And Grant Rains has done a terrific job of that so far. He's out there grinding and playing real hard. But again, it's just, you want that to spread. Shuttleworth into Greco. Greco now has it. Greco over to Tranberg. Tranberg cross court to Shuttleworth inside to Jacob. Jacob with a nice shot there. Oh, and what an effort there by Shillingsford. There's Justin Shuttleworth now, and he gets poked from behind. Carter over to Ruscio. Ruscio puts it over to
Tucker.
Matty Tucker. Matty Tucker over to Pergamit. Ruscio with it. Ruscio to Ocampo. Ocampo uses Pergamit's screen, and they're going to call an illegal screen, I believe. Or no, sorry, they're just going to call a foul on Greco.
I was wondering there because he stuck his butt out quite a bit to try to block it there.
Yeah, it'll be St. Mary's basketball. Matty Tucker on the inbound. Tucker into Ocampo. Or sorry, that's McKay. McKay over to Ruscio. Ruscio looks back to McKay, and what a play by St. Mary's. Nice rebound there by Tranberg. Tranberg over to Jacob Shuttleworth. Jacob Shuttleworth. Oh, nice move there. But Carter again was a factor, and Pergamit gets the rebound to Tucker. Matty Tucker to McKay, sorry, again. And again, Carter with the rebound. And Carter is going to go to the line for 2 with 1:23 to play. Outstanding job there by Nick Carter. Matty Tucker into the game for the St. Mary's Knights. Matty is another outstanding two-sport athlete. He was the quarterback here for the St. Mary's Knights senior team this year. And, I watched Matty play Sioux Minor football. And, in his bantam year, he was probably the second or third best quarterback in that class. And he's come out now, and he's easily, if not the best, close to the second best quarterback to come out of that class. He's really improved his game, and he's an outstanding kid, comes from a great family. I played football with his dad for a number of years, and yeah, just nice to see him out here playing and getting some time.
Well, Matty's senior, did he play basketball?
Well, he attempted.
Had the uniform on.
He had the uniform on. No, he was, Matty Senior is a terrific multi-sport athlete as well. And speaking of Matty Tucker, there he is. Finds the scoreboard. See, we talk about his dad, and he says, hey, I'm out here too. And here's Shuttleworth out to Tranberg. Tranberg back to Greco. Greco has it. Greco to Shuttleworth again. Justin Shuttleworth with it. Justin has it. Nice pass there to his brother. Nice job to Shillingford. Shillingford over to Shuttleworth. Out to Greco. And Greco shots off. Shillingsford with the board. And Carter grabs it. Great effort there by Jacob Shuttleworth to pick it off.
Coach Coffey's.
Oh, and Tranberg at the buzzer. What a shot there. What a beautiful shot that was, to know how much time was left. And he fires that up, and that's his second 3, I believe, of the game for Tristan Tranberg.
Yep. Coach Coffey, he calmed his bench down there a little bit. I think he thinks they're getting a little too excited.
Yeah, you know what? It's one of those things where, it's hard, right? Because, you watch college basketball, you watch basketball at the next level. That's what the benches do, right? The benches are in the game. The benches are excited. The benches are going nuts. And you don't want to kind of temper that enthusiasm because it keeps everyone in the game, and it is intimidating. However, it can also come across the wrong way in a game of this magnitude when you're out, when the score is like this, right? And I don't think that's the intent of St. Mary's to necessarily be rubbing it in. I just think that's just how they are, right? Like that's their bench, that's their team, that's their mantra. I don't think it's being disrespectful. I think that's just, trying to use every advantage that they can get, and they do a good job of it. Superior Heights now. Tranberg has it. Tranberg puts it over to, again, we don't have a number 50 on our roster.
That's Brady Hawkinson.
Okay, Hawkinson. Hawkinson's shot's a little long. Pergament with it. Pergament finds Ruscio. Ruscio with a take inside, and Ruscio with a nice move. Man, have I been impressed by him over the last couple games as well. Nero has it. Nero over to Tranberg. Tranberg to Hawkinson. Back to Tranberg. Been really impressed with Tristan Tranberg's game tonight, though. Jay, he's been really strong on the perimeter. He's a tall, long guy. He's really adapted his game well. And Nero with a beautiful shot. I heard him call glass from up here. Carter now. And Carter pulls up to 3. And here's Tranberg. Tranberg up to Shillingsford. Shillingsford with a nice take inside. And they're going to call a foul there, I believe, on Pergament. Into the game now for the St. Mary's Knights is Kieran Derboka. I believe. Yeah, Derboka's coming in for Carter. Kieran got quite a bit of playing time last week and played extremely well against White Pines. Hawkinson has it now for Superior. Hawkinson inside, kicks it to Tranberg. Over here to Nero now. Nero back to Tranberg. Tranberg back to Hawkinson. Hawkinson looks. Finds Schillingford inside. Brady Hawkinson was a heck of a football player as well back in his Sioux Minor days. He played for me. Tranberg, another three. Is that his 9th point?
9th point and three
threes for Tranberg today. Tristan Tranberg. Like we mentioned, I was really impressed with the play of Tyler Greco tonight too. I thought Tranberg and Greco kind of really tried to calm things down and carry the load here for this team. Obviously, we know what Justin and Jacob Shuttleworth can do. We know that they're really strong players on this team, and we're used to seeing them out there, dominate. And this game, I kind of felt like, Greco and Tranberg really complemented them well, which is what kept Superior Heights in this game for the most part. I mean, Jay, what was it? It was a 3 or 4 minute stretch where St. Mary's scored about 15 points in that stretch and really ran away with the game.
Exactly. And it's something. And how do you stop that?
Yeah, exactly, right. That's where you'd like to think if a timeout might have been called, after maybe a 6 or 7 point run, stop that run right there, and you're still in this basketball game, because outside of that run, this is a closer game. This is a 10-point game. McKay with it. Over to Ruscio. Ruscio. His three's off. Derboka with a great rebound inside. Little strong. Hawkinson has it. Hawkinson gets stripped by Ruscio. And Ruscio continues his strong performance. Here's Newberry now. James Newberry with Ruscio on him. Newberry over to Nero. Nero to Hawkinson. Schillingford to Nero, out to Newberry. And Newberry's three is off. And here's Ruscio. Ruscio with a beautiful pass inside to Derboka. Derboka with a nice pass to Pergament. Back to Derboka, out to McKay. McKay's shot hits the front of the rim, and Tranberg finds Hawkinson. Hawkinson back to Tranberg. Over to Nero. Nero! The three.
It's 5 points for him for this quarter.
He's playing well since he's been in this game, no question. Ruscio with another nice take inside, and Hawkinson just grabs the ball, and they're going to call a travel against Ruscio. It'll be Superior Heights basketball.
Well, he just looked like he was walking away with the ball there.
Looks like Oprisco, McInnes, and Nari are coming into the game for Tucker, Ruscio, and McKay. Newberry to Hawkinson. Back to Newberry. Over to Tranberg. Tranberg back to Nero. Nero to Hawkinson. Hawkinson looking to make something happen. And Nari with the strip. Nari comes in. What a block by Tranberg. Newberry now. Back to Tranberg. You'd like to see Tranberg or Nero get another shot off here, as they're the hot hands. What a play by Nero to keep that alive. Back to Nero. Nero back to Tranberg. Tranberg uses the screen. Out to Newberry. And Newberry's shot's a little short. Here's Pergament. Pergament runs the floor. Out to Nari. Nari hits the back rim. What a rebound by Oprisco. Out to McInnes. McInnes is three. And Oprisco another rebound. What an unbelievable effort by Robert Oprisco. 2 massive offensive rebounds, Jay.
And McInnes is another multi-sport athlete. He plays for the hockey team.
Yeah, Caden McInnes is a great athlete.
He wasn't here last week. He was in Peterborough with the hockey team.
Yeah. Caden's a good football player in his own right as well. Hodkinson now back out to Newberry. Back to Hodkinson. Hodkinson and Nero. Nero to Newberry. Newberry tries to make something happen. Back to Hodkinson. Hodkinson back to Newberry. Newberry's 3 doesn't go. McInnes has it with 3:34 to play. McInnes. Nice moves there. Good defense by Nero. Over to Pergament. And Pergament's shot is off. Nero with it for Superior. Nero to Newberry to Hodkinson. Hodkinson's shot's off. Great effort by Tranberg inside. Back to Hodkinson. And Pergament now turns it over. Nero back to Tranberg. Back to Newberry. Back to Nero. Over to Newberry. Tranberg inside to Shillingsford. Nice move by Shillingsford. Pergament on the rebound. Superior Heights now with the ball. Over to Tranberg. Tranberg to Hodkinson. Back to Newberry. Into the hands of Nero. Let's see Nero get another shot off here. He's been on fire, him or Tranberg. Nice job by Shillingsford. He finds Newberry with 6 seconds to go. Oh, what a pass by Newberry. Tranberg. He misses that one. McInnes now has it. Caden McInnes. We'll be announcing the Domino's Pizza and Team Essentials players of the game at the next stoppage. Nari's 3 doesn't go. McInnes now out to Nari again. Nari over to McInnes. And there's a travel. It'll be Superior Heights basketball going back down the floor with 1:34 to play. Our Domino's Pizza Team Essentials player of the game for Superior Heights is going to be number 0, Tristan Tranberg. I think he had, 9 points on the game? 9-point performance today. He was all over the court for this Superior Heights team, and well-deserved. That's the best game of the season I've seen Tristan play, and well-deserved of that award. And the player of the game for the St. Mary's Knights. This is long overdue, Jay. When you informed me that this young man has not received a player of the game from us in football or basketball throughout his career. Are you saying throughout his career or just this season?
Just this, I think this season for sure.
Okay. Well, he hasn't got one yet this season, which blows my mind. Jay and I were talking a little bit at halftime. And, I really do. You want to talk about league MVP contention. He's got to be in the conversation.
And it's not always points on the board, right?
That's right. His presence out there is unbelievable. So the player of the game, long overdue, goes to 0, Nick Carter. Also, when's the last time we gave player of the game awards to 0 and 00? So way to represent here today. Shillingsford has it over to Hawkinson. Hawkinson back to Nero. Nero now back to Tranberg. Nice pass inside to Shuttleworth. Shuttleworth with a nice take. But great defense by Oprisco. Been extremely impressed by Oprisco today. My goodness, he's been all over the place. And Nari goes up strong. And he's going to go to the line for 2 with 1:10 to play. Again, we would just like to thank a few of our sponsors. We'd like to thank KISS 100.5, Country 104.3, Freeze Frame Photos by Bob Davies. You can visit all Bob Davies photos at www.saultsports.smugmug.com. That's SAULTSPORTS.SMUGMUG.com.
And sometime tomorrow, Tony, I will share a link for Jocelyn Kerr, Liam Ouellette's mom. She's gonna be she did the photos for tonight, and I'll share a link tomorrow on our Sault Sports page.
Oh, that's amazing. We'd also like to thank GFL Memorial Gardens, Domino's Sault Ste. Marie, Team Essentials, and the Children's Aid Society of Algoma. The Children's Aid Society of Algoma are always looking for safe, loving families and individuals wanting to become a foster parent. With 45 seconds left to play here, Tucker with it. Tucker gets stripped from behind, and Tranberg looks to press the action. Tranberg over to Hodgkinson again. Back out to Nero. I'd love to see Nero get another shot off here. I think he's 2 for 2. And Tranberg, though, has it. Back to Nero. Nero with 15 on the shot clock.
Nero has a 2 and a 3.
Yep, back to Tranberg, up to Hodgkinson. Inside to Shillingsford. Nice defense there by Tucker. Pure hustle, pure effort. And it's going to be Superior Heights basketball with 19.5 seconds to play.
I probably can almost guarantee you Matty Sr. would not have dove for that ball, even when he played.
Oh, probably not. I've seen Matty dive for a few running backs and quarterbacks in his day, though, that's for sure. Senior. Tranberg's going to inbound the ball here for Superior Heights. And Shuttleworth with 5 on the shot clock. Oh, 3, 2, 1. He's going to pull up the deep 3. And he drains it from about 8 feet back. That's a good way to pad the stats. And this game will end. St. Mary's 52, Superior Heights 37. We would just like to thank all of our corporate champions one last time. The Huron Superior Catholic District School Board, the Algoma District School Board, KISS 100.5, Country 104.3, Freeze Frame Photography by Bob Davies, the GFL Memorial Gardens, Domino's Sault Ste. Marie, the Children's Aid Society of Algoma, Team Essentials, and Team Essentials, sorry. If you are interested in having your business highlighted on Sault Sports, please contact us at saultsports@gmail.com.